Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So I'm at home now, guys. Like I said, I told you guys I was at school for 8 or 9 hours, but I'm just now getting back. Not too long ago, my mama picked me up, but yeah, she's been probably going to be taking me for the next couple of days too. I get bus situated. I have, a little bit of money left, but besides that. I am thankful to been, at school today and got out the house and I had a good time. I just had a couple few incidents that I'm not going to talk about, but I'm just going to say this. I, y'all know I love, and I've always, this has nothing to do with my YouTube supporters and my 7,164 YouTube viewers, or at least 7,160 YouTube viewers. But I'm just gonna say, I'm not even gonna put nobody's name out there and say anything, but I'm just tired of being disrespected and misunderstood. And this is between people that actually, you know, know me or consider me a good, very close friend. When you consider me a close friend and I'm a YouTube celebrity, I understand that. I totally understand that. And this is not to the people like I'm talking about. I'm just talking to people that are haters or, very much misunderstand everything I talk about when it comes to YouTube, my celebrities, hot topics. Like I talk a lot about celebrity deaths and celebrity conspiracy theories. That's really what I started off of. Yes, I'm American singer, American talk shows. I can do all that stuff. I can sing a little bit. I'm not gonna say I'm a greatest singer like Whitney Houston and all that, but maybe like a Selena or something like that. But like I said, guys, Whitney Houston and Selena, I love them artists and I want to always continue their legacies. But besides that, you know, I'm just tired of being misunderstood. That's all. That's what I'm talking about. I just want, at this point in my life, I'm 17 years old. I don't got time for BS. I'm just being real. I am at the place in my life. I'm releasing a book. I'm working on a book for Whitney Houston and Selena, just to, close out some chapters because I do want to venture with other celebrities as well, not just Selena and Whitney. I want to talk about a lot of other celebrities, even current celebrities, Drake, Rihanna. Um, there's so many other celebrities I could talk about. Wendy Williams, Oprah Winfrey, Jimmy Kimmel. Um, God, there's so many. Tiffany Haddish, Common. I think them two are together. But there's a lot of people I could, mention in upcoming videos and all that. But like I said, my YouTube channel is nothing but positivity, and that's all I want on my platform, because that's why when I started my YouTube channel 7 months ago, well, 6.5, almost 7 months ago, in July 14th, like I said, be 7 months. When I started my YouTube channel that long ago, back on October the 14th of 2022, I made a mission and a goal to always create positive content, positive YouTube videos, and always to engage with my YouTube viewers, my audience. I don't, you know, I don't got time to focus on the negativity. And basically, I just want positivity in my life, and that's it. That's all I wanted to discuss. Now we can get into the actual video. So, we're going to talk about part 8 of me and Miss Leolah Brown's YouTube collaboration, upcoming YouTube collaboration. Because, like I said, I have Miss Leolah, Whitney Houston's sister-in-law, real sister-in-law, or her real. I mean, of course, Leolah and Whitney, they were sister-in-laws at one point. That was her sister-in-law because she was married to Bobby. But of course, Bobby and Whitney divorced in 2007 after being married almost 15 years. But like I said, they were still messing around even after their divorce. And if you go back and quote, I'm just going to quote something from Miss Leolah's YouTube channel. She said, if you go back and look at one of her YouTube videos, Whitney was indeed pregnant by Bobby. I'm not saying that this is true. Nobody knows that this information is true because it's never really came out. All I heard was that she had a little bit of drugs like Xanax and cannabis and stuff and Benadryl, but I didn't really hear too much hard drugs. I heard about maybe a little bit of cocaine, but we didn't hear much of any of that type of stuff. Like I said, somebody put Whitney into that bathtub because I did the whole reading of everything on the last video. That was this morning. I talked about what's in my book. I wrote everything down on my Chromebook, so everything's typed in electronically on my Chromebook. And then eventually I'll probably get it down on paper. Selena Quintanilla Press, a life story you may not know. This was just updated. From a young age, it was evident that Selena Quintanilla Perez, better known as Selena, was destined to become nothing short of an historical figure in the musical world. The Queen of Tejano began her career at 8 years old, performing with her siblings at Selena Hills. Throughout her career, she was constantly willing to experiment with different genres, releasing albums that turned the world of Tejano music into a whole new experience and giving the younger generation someone that felt more like them. Tejano music, a typically traditional space, and didn't amplify women's voices often. Selena's willingness to experiment and try something new changed the music industry as we knew it before her life was tragically cut short in 1995. How she presented herself unapologetically claiming space and honoring her roots with conviction every time she stepped onto a stage, positioned her to become one of music's most respected and recognizable Latina artists. Her cultural influence is not yet a testament, but a love letter to Mexican American identity that remains as profound today as it was then. At 23 years old, I think like she was like 17 days, or 16 days, somewhere around there, shy of her 24th birthday. At the age of 23 years old, like I said, a few days shy of being 24, her death sent shockwaves throughout the Tejano music industry and across the world. Selena was tragically murdered on March 31st, 1995, by Yolanda Saldivar, the former president of her fan club. Selena's family accused her of embezzling money from fan club members. Yolanda had embezzled more than $60,000 from Selena's boutiques, and they confronted this to Yolanda. It was Selena, Abraham, and Suzette. They were all in the office on March 9th, 1995, and here it says right here, inside Selena's final days and murder. The singer's last month featured positive personal and professional developments, but also included several confrontations with the woman who would become her killer. That is just crazy, straight up psychopath. Mexican American singer Selena Quintanilla was a Tejano superstar and was on the verge of an even higher level of fame when she was shot and killed on March 31st, 1995. In her final days, Selena got to enjoy her ongoing success and plans for the future, but she also had to deal with frustrating encounters with Yolanda Saldivar, the woman who would manage Selena's fan club and fashion boutiques before becoming her killer. In the month before she was killed, Selena continued to excel in the music industry. On February 26, 1995, she performed for more than 60,000 people at the Houston Astrodome, making the biggest draw for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo that year. On March 1st, she attended the Grammy Awards in Los Angeles, where she was nominated for Best Mexican American Performance for her album Forbidden Love. Selena didn't win at the Grammys that year in 1995, but she could take some solace in the fact that she received the Best Mexican American Grammy the previous year for Selena Live in 1994. She was hard at work on the English language album that she would hope would transfer her into a crossover star like Gloria Estefan and Whitney Houston. And of course, me, AJ Jones. With husband Chris Perez, Selena was also planning to build a house on a 10-acre piece of land that purchased in Corpus Christi, Texas. This would have given them more independence as they were living right next door to her parents and one house down from her brother and his wife. Selena and Perez were also talking about having children together. Apparently, they were. Selena performing at the Houston Astrodome on February 26, 1995, 1 month before her tragic death. Wow, that was so sad. 3 weeks before her death, Selena had a falling out with Sadabar. In 1994, Selena had opened Selena Etc. boutiques in San Antonio and in Corpus Christi. The stores sold original clothes and jewelry. And like I said, guys, I'm also releasing my own boutique and salon, but I haven't got the salon or nothing out yet. I'm just got the boutique started. That's going to be, started with all my designer clothes and everything that I wore during my YouTube channel and during the 6.5 months and almost 7 months of my YouTube channel. And like I said, I have 7,164 YouTube views. And I'm so thankful for that because I worked very hard to accomplish everything. And it didn't take overnight. It took 6.5 months, like almost 7 months. But like I said, me and Miss Leolah is going to soon do an upcoming YouTube collaboration. It's taking some time because she has direct messaged me. It's just, you know, I'm pretty sure she's busy too. She has over 1 million YouTube viewers. And like I said, my YouTube channel is consisted of celebrity conspiracy theories, and the cover up death of Whitney Elizabeth Houston. Because, like I said, she was put in that bathtub. Somebody 434 was Bobby Christina's hotel room. What happened was Whitney got up that morning. Her and Bobby Christina slept in the room together all day because Whitney said she was so protected over Chrissy because Chrissy was found in the bathtub first at the Beverly Hilton. And Chrissy said when she woke up the last time, Whitney got up and got out the room. So I'm thinking that Ray, you have been Whitney's security for the past 20 some years. And Pat, of course, I'm coming to you, Pat. You are trying to be over Whitney's estate, which you have no legal right to be. Because if they come in your face and say, did you have something to do with Whitney Houston's death? And we might take you to court because you are trying to claim something that was actually in Leolah's hands. Because Leolah said that she signed papers to be the legal guardian over Chrissy. This is when Whitney was going through a couple things. I guess they were saying she was on drugs and this and that, but that's when they were trying to put Whitney in rehab. That was back in 2006 and 7 or 5, one of them, right before I was born. I was born April 25th, 2006, 17 years ago. But besides that, let's get back to the story. I have released the book on the death of and the cover up murder of Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina. And like I said, she could have been saved. Definitely Bobby Christina could have been saved, and Whitney. Because Whitney had contusions. That's what they said. She had contusions in her face. She had been, if you look up Whitney Houston open casket photo. It's her with a purple outfit, gold slippers on her feet, and like I said, she was buried with $500,000, $500,000 worth of jewelry, and that was in her will. She said, "I'm not paying for certain things." I've, lived up to the lifestyle of being a rich and famous superstar. I think I deserve to be buried in a gold casket and with $500,000 of jewelry. That was Whitney. I mean, they talking about Whitney would want this Clive Davis party to continue. And Whitney was the type of woman, oh no, everything must stop. If I die in a bathtub, don't you think everything must stop? I mean, the way they carried on about, especially with Chrissy's death, trying to have a Sweet 16 themed funeral. That's why I don't understand. And they said Leolah was thrown out the funeral. Heck to no, she was not. Leolah got up when she seen Pat coming to the podium to speak. And she said, Pat, you know you're wrong for this. Whitney will haunt you from the grave. That is exactly what Leolah said. Got up and said, I know just about everything with the Whitney Houston story. And after this, after I release my book, I'm done. Just about. And once I get Leolah's side of the story, we'll be basically got all the information we need to close out the Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina story. But just because I close out this chapter does not mean I'm not going to talk about them again. It's just I'm going to, talk about other celebrities. Like, a lot of people want me to talk about how Marilyn Monroe was murdered by the Kennedys, or they want me to talk about Natalie Wood. No, wait, what's her name? The one that was found in the um, they say Robert Wagner put her cause of death was drowning and other undetermined factors. Her name was Natalie Wood. We all know who she is. July 20th, 1938 to November the 29th, 1981. In the Pacific Ocean at that. I mean, of course, I think they found her body. Yeah. But that's crazy. That is crazy. But besides that, guys, how you guys' week started? I hope you had a blessed week, blessed Monday. And tomorrow, like I said, I have school Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that's for the next 3 days. But Friday we don't have school. Like I said, Pernell, they're been out of school. They got out like June or something. But me, Robinson Community College, um, you have to be there 4 days a week. But we do get out for 1 week. I think June the 30th. I'm not sure what day we get out. But June is something. It's right at the end of June, I think. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm also doing a psychic reading type thing. I mean, I'm not a psychic or nothing, but I've always been, interested in stuff like that. So I'm gonna start like a little book on things I believe happened to certain celebrities. I'm not gonna release their names yet, but once I do finish some of this pages, some of this, because I do have some of it, some stuff wrote down. I do have some things wrote down on these paper on this paper. See, there is a bunch of stuff on both papers, but I'll talk about it once I get some more. I know I'll bring that charger back in here. I think. Hope if I need it. And like I said, guys, you're gonna have to be approved for my YouTube channel membership. For like basically all you have to do is subscribe. If you're not subscribed, and you have to be a channel member as well. And to be a channel member, you have to constantly comment. You have to be accounting for your YouTube attendance. If you don't have so many hours and so many, at least, you know, 8 hours a day, then I'm not gonna give you enough hours to pass, each whatever I'm doing, whatever video, because each YouTube video that I do will count towards you guys YouTube attendance or whatever. Because if you guys become YouTubers, that might help you guys get viewers or whatever. But that is basically just there to help out, for the YouTube attendance and all that stuff.
You know what's wild?
Kim Kardashian's kid is called her out on Mother's Day. And Kim posted her kid's Mother's Day greeting, which put her on blast. So 5-year-old Chicago filled out one of those all about my mom questionnaires. And when asked, my mom cooks. Chicago answered, Mom doesn't cook. She has a chef. Well, there goes your girl next door image, Kim. And this is the funny thing. In a videotape message, 7-year-old Saint gave Kim a backhanded compliment. Y'all just skipped over the first one. He said, I know I'm rude to you, and I know I say you mean nothing to me. Okay, first of all, that kid sounds just like his daddy. I don't know what. Who says? You know what, Kim, I'm not going to get on you too much because of what I go through with Jeffrey, but your kid's a little. Like, how old is Saint? Saint is like 7? 7 years old. Why would you let them put out a tape where he says, I know I tell you, you mean nothing to me? I would be thinking, I would be hitting that edit button so fast, and I would have edited out that I love you, and where is Kris Jenner at the momager? That's what I want to know. For me, I didn't think that was cute at all. I mean, I was trying to think, if I had said something like this to my parents on a video, y'all would see me doing this talk show with no teeth in the front of my mouth. Because, here's the thing, I'm a little old school. I know we got the new school values when it comes to the gentle parenting, and you're supposed to let your kids express themselves, but it's just some things that won't fly. If Chicago, if I was Chicago's mother, he'd be in Cleveland right now. After he said, you mean nothing to me? I wish North would say it to me. North would be South. I'm telling you. If I said something like that to my mother, you mean nothing to me, she would have kicked me out. My mother would literally, I don't mean nothing to you. I don't mean nothing to you. Clap if you ever went through that thing when your parents put you out, when you said something to them. Let me explain how this goes when you smart up to your parents and you say things like, you don't mean nothing to me, and I can't wait till I get out of here. They will put you out. My mother did it to me when I said, I don't care about you. And she said, oh, you don't care? You don't care? Well, get on out and tell me you don't care. And then she put me out the house. And I remember I was like, okay. And I tried to grab my clothes. And she said, oh, no. No, that's not true. She said, that cabbage patch, it all don't belong to you. I bought that. She said, all of that is mine. Don't get nothing. My mother gave me an empty suitcase. Put me out the house, and I acted like I was big and bad, 9 years old, and I said, I'm going. And she said, and don't come back. Gone. And I walked out, and I was like, oh, it's cold out here. It's cold. And then I got to the end of the block, and I said, it's dark, and it's scary. And I turned back around, and my mother was waiting for me like that. She had them sponge rollers in her hair, had that cigarette in her mouth, just wait for me. When I came back, she was like, yeah, that's what I know. That's exactly it. So, Kim, maybe you need to put Saint out for a minute, a little bit, and then they'll learn. Oh, my gosh, it was most. I never talked back to my mom after that, boy.
Okay, guys, I just liked the YouTube live stream. I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics.
love the romance and dance of being entertained by a man. And I happen to be one. Jennifer Lopez is clearly one. And Lady Gaga is one. Now about Gaga, my Stephanie Germano. So she's got a new boyfriend. They made it Instagram official with a picture, honey. Look, he's got all the way thigh. And I feel like, first of all, she's been divorced from her husband for about a year. They were married for about 2 years.
It's her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they were engaged.
Yes, they were engaged.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, but she hasn't been with him for like a year. And she's been seeing this guy here. They were spotted in Miami during Super Bowl on a yacht. His name is Michael Polanski. Now let me run it down. Because we know Gaga is a big, giant rock star superhero. But he's no slouch. He's got all the DNA that you would say okay to. Harvard graduate, runs Facebook, co-founders a company. It's called the Parker Foundation. Supports philanthropic efforts in science, public health, and the arts. So you might wonder, how do you meet somebody like that? Well, you go to the right parties, but first you have to know the people to invite you to the right parties, all right? They met at this guy named Sean Parker's birthday party at his home in December. And they've been thick as thieves since. See, that's the type of party you want to go to. You know how sometimes your girlfriends or guy friends call you up about some dumb mess going on at their apartment. Like in New Life, I always say, is it just us? Because I'm cool with that. And then they say, oh no, Wendy, I've invited other people. I'm like, okay, who? Because I'm not wasted. I don't have time to waste. Let's get this show on the road. I like her though. I feel like she's giving him honest Stephanie. This is not Gaga right here. Look how he's looking at her, and he's young too, like in his 30s. I wonder if she'll have kids. I wonder if they'll get married. I wonder, I mean, they made it Instagram official. I guess that means they're in love or whatever. So sick of the modern times with this stupid Instagram. Anyway, I hope this works out because she's had it bad in the past, trying to balance her work, which I believe is always going to be her number one love, and then her relationships, which don't work out. You know, but I think that like Stephanie comes from a solid family, and her mom and dad, she loves them all, and she's from New York. I bet you she doesn't even I wouldn't recognize this girl right here in the mall. You know what I mean? Like, because she puts on so much and does so much. She's one of the few celebrities who's like a giant celebrity that I wouldn't recognize her if she was sitting right here in the front row. Stephanie, is that you? Is that you? Anyway, okay, let's move along. So,
if you know you way for you, little things like that make a big difference. That's me.
Future. 8 kids, 8 babies' moms. Well, according to him, 7 kids and 7 babies' moms, because he's suing the possible mother of one of his children. Her name is Eliza Rain, and she's baby's mom number 7. There she is. Okay. Well, no, because baby number 1 and 6 don't want to be identified. They just want their child support and to move on with their lives. They're probably like, damn. Okay. Anyway, Future hasn't claimed. Oh, this is the 9th baby.
No, this woman is number 7
Right.
of 8. He only claimed 6.
And this baby, though, is 9 months old.
Correct. And he's got one younger than that.
And 2 of his babies' mom, her and another one, got together and they met because they didn't know each other. These women don't know each other. Anyway, they did the DNA test. I was telling you this the other week on Hot Topics, and it turns out that the 2 babies that she and the other mother have are, in fact, sisters. They have all the DNA. Yes, sir. In the neon turtleneck. You swung your neck real low, like, huh? Look, it's very sloppy over in the Norman section. 5th row, 4th row. There he is. That's good. I'm identifying with you right now because that was very dramatic the way you swung it low and brought it up slow. So last month, right, Liza went on a podcast and talked about, see, Liza, you didn't have to go here, but I get it. Maybe you've got nothing better to do. I don't know who you are, but you've got the body made for sinning. No, show the full picture. No, show the other one with the, looks like breast, I don't want to make assumptions, but I guess sometimes this is where people have to stoop real low because they don't know how to bring it up on their own. She talked about what Future was like in bed. Now, we can't play it because there was a whole lot of cursing. But basically, what do you think she said? Lazy, doesn't care, just lays there. I mean, that's real easy to say. As a matter of fact, in a few weeks, you'll probably hear that about me based on... based on the childish situation that I've had to go through. You know what I'm saying? That's like the easiest thing for people to do. I swore to God and myself and my mother and father, I will never stoop low. You know, what does Michelle Obama say? When they swing low, you rise high? Anywho, she's on the podcast talking about he's lazy, whatever. He might be lazy, I don't know. I don't care. Point being, girl, you should have used a condom and backed it up with some birth control. So now Future is suing her for defamation. Now, I don't know whether he's claiming he's that monster lover. I have no idea. But he did say because her lies are hurting his brand. Okay, can we move along? Yeah. Oh, by the way, hey girl, just because it's a cute t-shirt, I'd like to have one of those, what did it say? 1-800-DEADBEAT. I like that. Not that I know a deadbeat, but and I don't know a deadbeat, but it's just funny, right? I used to hate t-shirts that say stuff because men just look at your chest. You know what I mean? But if it's a crew neck, not a V-neck, then they're just looking at some stupid words. You know what I mean? And then they move on. Pam, you're another one, like me, Jennifer, Stephanie. You love love. And I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, a lot of you hardened broads, all you think about is your life and your career. And like, we don't need no man. We talk about this all the time. You might not need it, but it sure is good to have around. Friend in my head, Pammy Anderson, okay, she and her husband, I was telling you the other day, they got married. Well, guess what? After 12 days of marriage, They're now separated. Well, now. And I don't believe money's involved with this. You know, like she gets money or he gets money. I just think that she loves love, like a lot of us do. And I think that he is a 74-year-old man who probably had an ego to fulfill. You know, they dated this guy, John Peters, right? She's 52 and he's 74. This is back in the day when they dated 35 years ago. Mm-hmm. Well, he recently reunited with Pam, and next thing you know, they get married. And I was telling you through Hot Topics, I was like, Pammy got married again to this guy. Were you watching that episode of our show? And then they put out a statement, and the statement was, we would be very great. Oh, well, no, that's the statement now. Anyway, the statement was basically, we're in love and we're married. Leave us alone. And good-looking couple, right? You can see them doing, So now, just 12 days later, they didn't even give it 2 weeks. They put out a statement regarding the exploitation of the situation. They said, we would be very grateful for your support as we take time apart. Excuse me. By the way, I'm not shaking hands or hugging anymore, so you don't have to worry about my coronavirus, and then I won't catch yours, okay? No more hugging. No more hugging, no more shaking hands. All the doctors say that's the first thing that you do. And in between, Brendan, I will take some wipes and very strong medicine on my hands just to clean this off. And I'm going to keep my hands to myself. Pardon me, everybody. Cheryl Hines, I know you're watching from the green room. We will not be kissing or hugging. I can't, nope. Until they figure out this corona, I am not involved. I am not. So when I cough in my hands, just know that's how I was raised. I wasn't raised to do this. This all happened once we got older and viruses and sick got real serious. But because I'm an OG of the coughation, it's hard for me to remember to cough like this when I just cough like this. Yeah. It's not just one hand or a fist ball. No, it's two hands and keep it all the way in. So now I'm not shaking your hands and I'm not hugging you. The Ask Wendy, you could start crying in the middle of Ask Wendy. I can't be bothered. Nope.
Oh, guys, let me change with you.
Girl, listen, you just laugh in your hands. It's the same thing as a cough. If you're going to laugh in your hands, yeah, but you don't have wipes, right? Because you're involved with the show. Thank you, Brendan. So stupid. He hung the sanitizer on the edge of the TV so that as soon as I get up, all I have to do is squeeze. Oh. Anyway, so Pam was married to Tommy Lee for 3 years. Best sex tape ever. She was married to Kid Rock for 3 months. And no, but when you love, and that's why they call it falling in love. When you fall down, it's like you're stupid. Love levels the playing field of all of us. Rick Solomon, she was married to for 2 months. Then she remarried Rick for 6 months. Mind you, he's the same one who did that video with Paris Hilton. And now she's married to dude. They haven't officially divorced. They're just asking us to respect their privacy. Well, first of all, those two people we don't even think about. Like she's an icon, but she's not somebody that you think about all the time. So privacy respected. By the time this conversation is over, we would have forgotten about both of you. I just found out today Guns N' Roses is going to be at the MetLife. You're going? Okay, Rambo. It's a date, July 18th. That's my birthday. Look, I want to be there. I want to do it all night. Just like, ow. It's like the one place you can go where you can party. People aren't going to be fist fighting. They're not going to be gunshots. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was thinking about it too.
Yeah.
Good.
It's July 18th. That's my birthday. And I'm like, all right, what am I going to do for my birthday? And I said, you know what? I grew up a partial white girl. I know all those songs.
Good show. I was telling the boys about it. We're thinking about it.
Wait, what's all happening? We're all going? All right, here we go. It's so easy to dance like him. Just you dance. You have a little flask and a cooler or something. We go out for cheap burgers afterwards, or maybe before. As long as we get seats, I can't stand. Or if you guys can cross your arms, you know that seat that you make for a girl? And I sit down. All right, we're in. Okay.
Sir, can I just see what?
You know I've got love for Ray J. I don't want to have love for him, but there's something about him, even when he does very wrong. What? Even when he does wrong, there's something about him that's so right. I'm sorry, he's cute, and he makes a good guest on this show. Look at this smile. How could you not have love for that? Oh, okay.
No.
Well, Ray J, you're using up your tickets around here. Nobody cares. Ray J and his wife, Princess Love, have split.
He had something to do with it.
They were married for 3 years. They've got a 2-year-old daughter, a 2-month-old son. Look, the shade of the child of it all. Princess Love broke the news on Instagram during a Q&A. She was asked if they're still together, and she replied, not right now. Right now, we're focused on the kids. You want to know what, Ray J? This is the same woman you left in the desert with a baby in her arms and one in her belly. And all you wanted to do is leave Vegas and go back to LA. Ray J, this is the same woman you threw in the pool on TV, and we all saw it. Oh, that was some good baby hair we just showed. Look, she had it all twirled around like that. You. I'm gonna work. All right, enough with that. Okay, so Ray J and Princess Love aren't together. If you care for Ray J, then I guess he's available for you. Princess Love, sorry to hear about what happened, but you know what? Ray J's had this reputation before you laid down to have the first child with him. He should have been a drive-by or a good old time. There's some guys you just don't marry, you know? And they're categories, ladies. I mean, some of you all only want to mess around for the purpose of marriage. Others of us like to have a good time in between. I'm just saying, not slutty, but just saying. And we know the difference. We categorize our situations. Let me tell you something. I have no idea who this rapper J.I. is. Do you know? Clap if you know who J.I. is. Okay, one person. It's not even about him. Although he's very cute. I don't know where he's from. I don't know how old he is. I don't care. I don't know any of his music. Northman, who is this?
No clue. No, it's 21, I think. But I looked on Spotify, I can barely find it. There's like another rapper who has a similar name, and
How is similar to J.I.?
I know.
It's J.I.
I know. There's another J.I., but it doesn't look like him, and I'm like, this can't be the same guy. But yeah, so short answer, I don't know this man.
It's not even about you. Although J.I., welcome to Hot Topics. This is about what your daughters do when they go to concerts, okay? It's not even about J.I., it's about the dragation of the situation and his pants being all the way down. Look at your dumb daughters. Look at your dumb daughters out here. Look, this is what your daughters do. Okay.
Right.
And then this is what security does. And you know what? The only reason why we blurred out her face is because we don't want to give her mom, who probably watches our ranted show, a heart attack as she sees her daughter at some random rappers. I mean, look. That wasn't even Fabulous or Ja Rule or somebody. Some random guy named J.I. This is how your daughters act. Mm-hmm. Hi, J.I. All right, Hot Topics is done, but we got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, Curb Your Enthusiasm star Cheryl Hines is here. I will give you the elbow, okay? Grab a snack and come on back.
Bounty Metal, 4 rolls in 1.
Get 2.9% APR plus 1,500 purchase allowance on the 2023 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Collab Financial.
Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Hello, it's the Hot Topics Show. We won't judge what we're touching. It's going to be you. Now, here's Wendy.
And my co-host, my studio audience, the Hot Topics is so delicious. My mouth is watering. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I finally got my feet right. I had to put vinegar on them.
Hunty. I apologize for that short opening, but we have to talk about the stories at hand. First of all, the traffic this time of year in New York is ridiculous. Yesterday, the Rockefeller Christmas tree was lit. And then, of course, the president-elect is in town, who only lives 5 blocks from the Christmas tree. So on the Isle of Manhattan, it was a wreck. There are 50,000 lights. Now, I tried to do a comparison. Now, the ceiling in our studio is only 20 feet high. I thought it was higher. And then I said, well, could we fit that tree in here if we dug a hole through Rachel's studio, who's right there, you know, Rachel Red. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? And all y'all. So, you know, no, it doesn't work. And I said, well, what if we poked a hole through the roof? Then can we make it all work? So maybe next year we'll have a tree like this. But in the meantime, this is really good. 94 feet high. 94 feet high. And the family is from someplace, they don't get paid for it. You know, I thought that, you know, you got paid for raising a Christmas tree, but apparently you don't. It's probably one of those annoying trees on your property where you're like, get this thing out of here, please. Okay. Anyway, the tree will be lit through January 7th, which, by the way, attention to everyone who celebrates Christmas. January 7th then should be about the time you take down your decorations too. Nobody likes you all's lights up in March, April, and May. Kanye is out of the hospital. We're very happy for that.
Thanks so much, guys. Yes.
So reportedly, he has been in UCLA, but checked himself out yesterday, which I didn't know that you could do that. When you go into a hospital, especially with the 5150, that's an emotional, they're checking you out for mental situations. I mean, you can't even check yourself out of the hospital when you go get blood taken. They want to make sure you have your cookie and your juice and a ride. And they don't want you to just walk out for the ride. They want the ride to actually be there to sign you out. So he was able to check himself out. I don't know how he got home. There were no pictures. There's no receipts or anything like that. I guess, through a private caddy comb, someplace, in the hospital. And he's home with Kim and the kids, allegedly. Now, this picture right here. Good morning, Suzanne.
Good morning, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Good. People will read shade to that.
They will, won't they?
Uh-huh.
I mean, they will?
You know what they say.
I don't know.
She said me to you. Every time you look at Suzanne and Norman, they look scared. Like they don't know what to say.
No.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, whoever they is, as my great-grandmother would say. But look, this picture right here is a telltale picture. Now, this is prior to Kanye going in. Do you see her body language is all, keep me and my daughter away from you. Saint is looking like, I want out. And Kanye is looking like, Well, here's my thought though, all right? Because, this emotional thing, no, I don't believe you all, and I'm a cynic also. I don't believe that he did this to get the $30 million insurance policy that he had on his 21 city concert tour. I understand where a lot of people would think that because the family has set themselves up to be such money vipers, and publicity whores, that you would think that this family, this would not be beyond them. I don't believe this. Mental illness is real. And in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think that Kim needs to cut everyone. And I know she's going through her own thing based on, the Paris robbery. Keep your mom away, keep your sisters away, keep Bruce away, keep all them cousins. It should be the four of you all, and then whatever staffers that they want to hire. That's fine. He has home doctor cares, so he might have one or two doctors. Maybe they have 2 or 3 nannies. Then they need somebody, to take care of Kim and whatnot. But I just don't feel. This coming from a person with my own Hunter family. When it really gets tough, the Williams are cut out. And everybody else, it's me and Kevin, and that's the way we do it. I don't know if you do it at your house, but I feel like a lot of times outside influences from family and friends and those people just create more of a distraction than anything else, And by the way, they're also saying that he wants to be creative. And I say, let him. There are a lot of people who are saying, don't let him be creative. He does not need to be designing new clothes based on the old clothes that nobody liked. So you can imagine what the new clothes are going to look like. But here's my thought as a creative person. And I love to draw, and I like to sew. I got a sewing kit. I'm one of those people. I've got a bedazzler and a hot glue gun and all that stuff. And I have to tell you, as a creative person, when you're going through something, there's nothing better than creating stuff. Even if it's the ugliest mess ever. It keeps your mind. It keeps your mind. I feel like I'm speaking to you, madam. I love your, yes, in the front row, rust pants, right there in my mom's seat. Yes, you're in my mom's seat.
I'm actually blue.
Yes, yeah, you look too, oh, wow, and the blue nails for the blue. Thank you, hi. But you understand what I'm saying? Mental illness is a real thing, and we've seen this coming for a long time with Kanye regarding, and we have all been guilty of laughing at it, and I will cop to it also. We've been guilty of laughing at it. We've been guilty of goading him along. But, this doesn't happen just because it's November and he's mourning the loss of his mom. This doesn't happen just because he married a Kardashian and you know what the family is like. This doesn't happen because he's a creative genius. This is, to me, it's a little seed that's in you from the time you're born, and it just needs time to fester, and his has festered. So I wish them both well. Yeah. Okay, hurry up. Come on, sir. I'm doing a shady photo shoot. Okay, are you ready for this? You need to come close, pay attention, put down your breakfast sandwich. Mine was sausage, egg, and cheese.
Exactly same thing.
So yesterday, I was telling you that I didn't buy into this relationship with Mariah Carey and that man named Ryan with a Y, her dancer. I didn't buy into it. I told you all, oh, please, what the Chippendale? What the 1970s oiled up is that? Anyway, so now look, I didn't buy into what I told you that I thought that this is Mariah trying to make it seem to the rest of us like she's well after James left her with $1 billion on the table and Nick is no longer there. Nick is about to have a baby with another woman. Well, that's the most hurtful part, by the way, to me. Like, you can be a billionaire and leave, but there's something about when a man or a woman goes on after divorce and has another family that just like cuts your heart out. Now, Nick is only maybe 33 years old, so you would expect him to go on eventually, or 36, or he looked young. You would expect that, okay, he's gonna go on, he'll probably meet somebody else and, have, some sort of family or, something other than Monroe and Mariah. But he did it so soon, like the wound is still open. So soon he got this girl pregnant and she's going through that. So I feel bad for her. And I understand where she wants us to believe that she's happy. But Mariah girl, the pictures have been released and we've paid at least a pair of good Louboutins worth. What was it? Almost $2,000 worth of pictures.
Yep.
So everybody, come to your TV. You're gonna look at this. Okay. Okay. It's part of my shoe budget. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me analyze each picture because we paid a lot. Okay. First of all, what his drawers from last night are you wearing? Like, that's cute in the house, when you grab his drawers just to run to the bathroom, but not to go outside on the beach. You're in Maui, you're with your new man, and look, I thought I had a week back. Look, Tony Dovolani on Dancing with the Stars held me up, and I'm big. Held my big ass up better.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Mariah, for talking aggressive, but I'm mad at you because not even the Lamb confidentials could defend you, correct?
I love my queen, but these pictures are a little indefensible.
Indefensible. Look at this right here. If Tony gave me one of these, I might have looked more graceful. Like, what the hell? What, Mariah? And okay, so it's not a pair of his boxer shorts, it's a Louis Vuitton scarf, but guess what? Even sometimes they look wrong. Wrong! It's not even about her size. It's more about the awkwardness of it. Clearly, these two are not in love. This is not a real relationship, and she's trying to make James upset. But you know what? Instead, what you've done is played yourself. Mariah. gentlemen, there is a. Oh, and by the way, by the way, the pièce de résistance is that here's Brian with a Y and Mariah with the bell. E. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just, if she just stood up straighter and held it in, or maybe put a wrap on higher, or maybe wore a different bathing suit, or she's standing with the paparazzi guy looking over pictures. So that means that you hired
I'm doing this for the
Mariah
thumbnail
to take pictures of you, and then you approve these
and for the photo
pictures?
shoot. So when I'm posting, guys, just know it's for the Vogue magazine and for the thumbnail
It's just
and
not,
photo shoot.
these aren't good. Is that the last picture?
Peace and love, guys.
Okay. Tomorrow, the charges will probably be up more in terms of money. So let's just show each one, just one at a time. I'm not going to, we need to get our money's worth. Let's start at the top. I'm not going to say one word. Just go ahead. Mm-hmm. Next. Mm-hmm. And finally, and continue on. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. And one more. Mm-hmm. Tragic. So, the Victoria's Secret's fashion show took place last night in Paris, and all the cool girls were there but us. It's okay. We were busy. So all the eyes were on Bella Hadid and her ex, The Weeknd. Now, Bella and The Weeknd dated for 18 months. Oh, yes.
Okay, guys. Yes, I gotta charge the computer. But thank you guys so much for watching today's YouTube live stream. This is part 8 of me and Miss Leolah's upcoming YouTube collaboration, celebrity YouTube collaboration, because we are both celebrities. I'm celebrity AJ Jones, and YouTube president AJ Jones. But yes, guys, I will return with more daily YouTube episodes. As you guys know, from Monday through Thursday, I have school, but I finished today. I went today to RCC, Robertson Community College in Pembroke. But by the way, guys, and I'm gonna have to be there for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But we don't have to go on Fridays. But the next 3 days, I gotta be at school. But I'll do the videos like I've been doing, when I get home. But yeah, guys, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Much love and peace, like always. And like I said, if you have any comments or any suggestions on upcoming YouTube videos, please let me know, like in the comment section. That would be very helpful, because I always need new ideas when it comes to celebrity conspiracy theories and celebrity hot topics. Bye, guys. See you later.